So, when you say comb the desert, are we just going to go by the standard definition and I'll just be searching every inch of the desert? Or are we going to go for a sort of comedic, literal sense of the phrase, and am I going to actually have to bring a comb? Oh, hi! I didn't see you there. So, remember that one time when we had to escort that dying slow man? Yeah, that guy. Well, this is actually a continuation of that mission. That dude was actually in the hidden base we're going to try to find today, and while he escaped, many Reploids were left behind, and despite the fact that it's been weeks since we saved that one guy and the others have been, in mortal danger all along, I don't care about that. I think I can save them. I mean, I was wrong about that last time, but I have complete confidence I won't screw this one up. Well, then again, maybe not complete confidence. After all, Neo Arcadia was smart about this one. They hid their base somewhere in the desert, but there's just miles of sand wherever the eye can see. I mean, even if I find the hidden base, will I notice it? Could be pretty well hidden. I mean, that's why they call it the hidden base. Might be pretty tricky to find. Or it could be right along the path that I'm traveling through, and it could reveal itself when I destroy the thing that's in my way. Yeah, really brilliant there, Neo Arcadia. Good job hiding this base. I mean, I don't care about the electricity traps or the spikes. It was really obvious, and I don't think it constitutes a hidden base. I mean, yeah, it's a base and all, but I found it really easily. It wasn't a problem for me at all. I mean, you might as well have had a neon sign out there. It'd be just as conspicuous, but twice as flashy. But anyway, of course, they've stuck a bunch of Reploids in here, or mechanoids, and they basically just gave fuck all of care about them because they'll function on their own, and if anyone actually bothers coming in, they'll take care of the job. Maybe. As long as the person in question doesn't have a sword or anything, and, ooh, hey. Should equip the flame chip. And, of course, these turtles are back. Don't know why they just suddenly started using them. Are they the elite soldiers of Neo Arcadia? Because if so, that's kinda sad. Also, just a quick note, there is stuff a really long ways away if you go to the left, but it's like an extra life and some energy crystals. Nothing really worthwhile, so I'm just gonna skip that. No reason to go down there. Oh, this is the hidden base. Oh, well, sorry. It wasn't in the little quicksand pit. It was in the cave in the quicksand pit. You have to travel a little bit farther to get to the hidden base. Okay, my mistake there. Anyway, this is where the mission begins. We've got to rescue these people by destroying the little consoles that lock the door. And apparently this girl has friend senses. I mean, I guess I could have gone through and saved all the other Reploids, but maybe she would have known. She's got friend senses. That's actually kind of handy. Anyway, she's just explaining things. Easy enough. You rescue people, you go to the hangar, you kill a dude, you're done. Should be obvious, but alright. And we come down here, and this dude is the other freebie of the stage. He's easy enough to get to. Now, from here on out, there are actually Pantheon Guardians, which have a little short-range sight thing. You'll see what I mean in a sec. But if they see you, they'll activate an alarm, which will lock the cell doors. I don't know why the cell doors aren't, locked by lasers, or protected by lasers, or whatever. And not only that, they will summon a Pantheon Guardian, which you have to kill before the alarm will stop. So, if you get caught, it's a waste of time. You don't want to do it. But it's easy enough to avoid them. Just be patient. Don't, just jump down, right there, or you'll probably be caught. And remember, they aren't attracted by the sound of bullets, and I'm not falling for that. Look, dude, if you don't play well with your own people, how am I supposed to trust you? I'm not going for the whole enemy of my enemy thing, because you know what? If you can't keep the trust of your own partners, I'm not going to trust you. No one will trust you, so you're just going to stay locked up. Also, just a quick note about those guys, they don't have an alarm, so if you're dumb enough to open the door, then it's not like they'll summon a dude in, they'll just try to attack you. well, maybe not attack. They'll just walk around very slowly and, ooh man, look at that. I'm a daredevil, man. I was just talking about how you shouldn't jump down from the ladder or they might catch you. You should be patient. But you know what? I'm a daredevil. I'm just like those people that, jump their motorcycles over canyons. Yeah, fucking let go of the ladder and just barely not get caught. I just barely didn't get caught by the Pantheon Guardians. I'm pretty good. Have you rescued all the others? Okay, good, I can tell. My friend senses work. Pretty good at that. And that guy'll just trudge on through there. No other guys who are protecting this hallway. You'd think they'd be protecting the hangar, but, that's not necessary, because, of course, well, there's a boss. See, even the NPC knows there's a boss. Even the NPC knows to call it a boss. So, we'll just take care of them. Should be easy enough. Yeah. Okay, thanks, Seal. Didn't really need that, but whatever. Anyway, this is Blizzak Stagroth. I don't know what a Blizzak is, but whatever. For me, he's one of the more memorable bosses, even though he's actually really easy. Oh yeah, and see, he mentions Leviathan. That's another one of the four Guardians. We'll be seeing her later, and despite being the ice boss, he hugs himself for warmth. I don't get it either. But anyway, as I said, Blizzak is pretty much one of the easiest bosses in the game, provided you have his weakness. That's kind of a common theme, really. This game is kind of like Mega Man 8 in that weaknesses really cripple the bosses. Like, they go from relatively challenging to pretty damn easy, because Blizzak, I must admit, can actually be difficult if you don't use fire against him, but, that was just ended in like a minute, so fire kinda kicks his ass. Fire bad for him. Should be obvious. He is a nice boss. I melted the fuck out of him before I stabbed him to death. Well, sliced him in half, really. Don't forget to bring that ice chip that I can sense. Good thing I have that elemental chip detector right here. I mean, you wouldn't have picked it up on your own. And apparently I didn't kill enough enemies? Huh. Was I supposed to get some Pantheon warriors summoned? I don't know, maybe it's just because I didn't kill the Guardians? I guess I didn't kill all the ones I could have. I just decided to sneak by them, and sometimes I did a little daredevil trick and jumped off a ladder. It was impressive. Also, this is the one time in the game that they sort of reference the energy crisis, and even then they don't really mention it that much. They don't mention it in the beginning, they don't mention it at the end, they just bring up the fact that Seal is working on an alternative energy source like twice in the game. And even then, she's saying substitute energy source. Given, people don't normally read instruction manuals, they probably don't know there's an energy crisis, and as such, that doesn't necessarily mean there's an energy crisis. We are, the rebels. We might not have energy ourselves, and we might be trying to find an alternative, so we don't have to rely on the man to get all our energy and stuff. They don't really explain it all that well. I don't know, maybe this was sort of an experimental game? Not necessarily, though, because it definitely seemed like the story was in place. It's just, within the game, they don't really mention it ever. Maybe it was the translation. I really don't know. The other games are a bit more story-heavy, and then there's actually stuff that happens, like the energy crisis. You actually get, the whole thing, rather than just, oh, hey, you're here, you kill some stuff, that's the story, go kill some stuff. Alright, well. Anyway, these two guys that wander around apparently don't talk. Apparently that guy just talks for the three of them. And here are the other people we rescued. See? Look at that. They're walking around, doing pretty much fuck all. So, good thing we saved them. Good thing we saved them so they could pace around, I don't know, the storage room? The box room? So, that's pretty much all the dialogue we have in the base. And that does it for today's mission. Next time, we do the best mission in the game.